Welcome to the Revenge of Podcast, your weekly podcast for all things Revenge of and more. I'm Jeff Iser, and joining me as always is Coral Breeden.
Yo.
And Joe Myers.
Howdy, howdy.
It has been an epic week. So much has happened since the last episode. I feel personally like a new man. I certainly know Coral is a new man.
I've been reborn.
She has been reborn, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to Jumbo's. We did it.
We did.
Oh my God, there's so much to talk about. Where do we even begin? We got there. We closed the store as fast as we possibly could on Wednesday night. We flew over to Jumbo's. We had 2 tables reserved, which was so sick.
Yeah, that was great to be able to walk right in.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, not busy.
No.
But it was, I think, had we not had those tables reserved, they would have been full because the other tables were full.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have a little place to sit. So we rolled in right then. They treated us like royalty, which was fun. Everybody went. It was Jolene, Kenzie, Lucas, Joe, me, Coral, Shay. Yeah, everybody but Scotty because he's not a team player.
Boo.
But we all knew that. He had to do his laundry that night.
Yeah, bet.
So, anyway, we rolled in and, I think first off, Coral, you really set the tone.
Oh, yeah.
Night. I mean, you typically do set the tone.
I like to dress up. I was a little disappointed whenever I got to work and everyone's just in like an apron and then Revenge of shirt.
We were literally working. You had the day off and you had your whole day was just this like
chaotic.
Chaos, yeah. It was. Tell us about your day leading up to Jumbo's.
Oh my God, that was the day. Okay, I went and got my Twilight massage.
Okay.
Oh, it was absolutely wonderful. When we got there, we had to go into a copper tub, and I thought it was going to be like side by side. No, it's just this big bowl of bubbles. So me and Molly get into this tub, and I know she was like wanting to be cute or whatever, and I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I can finally fit into a tub. I'm just gonna sit here and float.
Did you almost fall asleep?
I did a couple of times. I definitely did during the massage part, and they had to wake me up, and Molly told me that she lifted up because I was snoring during the massage, and I was like, I'm so sorry. But it was cute, yeah.
In order to fit into the tub, did you have to take your legs and kind of put them together as if you were two
Is that
scissors?
a scissor? Is that okay, it is. Okay, fuck you. Okay. No.
I was more concerned that maybe you passed out in the tub and the nose dripped beneath the water level.
Oh, no. And then she turned into an aquatic vampire.
No, Molly always, I think I've told y'all, whenever I take underwater naps sometimes.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, if I'm ever feeling down or if I'm just like being silly, I'm like, I'm going to go put my head underwater for a minute.
Yeah, okay. That's
silly.
healthy.
Yeah.
I'm still having trouble seeing what's so Twilight about this massage.
I was going to bring it. I got a lovely little apple afterwards, apple candle. It does smell like shit, but it's more of like, it's for the aesthetic, I guess.
Okay.
They played Twilight music in the background, little like instrumental stuff.
Yeah.
And that was it. It was really just an expensive massage with a candle at the end.
It's interesting that you said you fell asleep during it because that's how I feel while watching the Twilight movies.
Ooh, don't start off like this.
We're going to talk about all that later in the show, but so anyway, you did your Twilight massage.
Yeah, and then I had some friends that were in town from Tennessee, and being with them made me realize how much I do not miss Tennessee. And it's all a bunch of like people that work in psych, and you're all the way across the country, and we're still bitching about our stupid ass boss back there.
Yeah.
And then I got a little drunk, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna start talking shit too. And I'm like, it's been like 3 years. What am I even talking about? So yeah. And
it's funny to me when people get together and all they do is talk about work and stuff. But then it's like, I try to remind myself, well, it's like, that's what we have in common is our work life to talk about or whatever. But I feel like, I guess in TV, we talk about our work life I don't know. That seems more like life is happening while the TV show is happening. And I even feel like, the store a little bit, like we're constantly talking about other stuff other than we're not like outside of work being like, man, we had so many bagging boards to fill.
I think I would just no thank you.
Yeah.
Well, Kinsey also she thought I died that day
Oh.
because I got on a roller coaster.
Yeah,
and I was like,
you FaceTimed her.
and then as soon as we get to the very tippity top, my phone just shuts off and dies. I was like, I think Kenzie likes roller coasters. I want to see what she wants to do this. It was a horrible idea.
Wait, where did you go on a roller coaster?
I went to the Santa Monica Pier.
What?
I don't know.
So you had a Twilight massage.
Uh-huh.
Then you went to the Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah, I didn't even know I was there.
At the pier?
Yeah, they were like, look, a Ferris wheel. And then I was like, let's go look at that. And then, yeah.
Wow. Why
Yeah.
would you go to the Santa Monica Pier?
That was actually my first time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
it would be my last.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to say, it's
was-
not really for people that live here.
No, it was bad. We walked into, what is it? The Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah. For green tea shots.
No.
What?
And I was like, we look like fucking idiots right now at the bar. Like 10 of us, green tea shot. Like,
What
Mm-mm.
is a green tea
Yeah.
shot?
just piss. It's
Oh.
yeah, it's disgusting. I think it's like Sprite with schnapps, like the orange schnapps or
Ew.
something. Yeah, don't ever do
That
that.
sounds filthy.
Yeah, that
It
does
is.
sound terrible.
Mhm. Yeah.
Huh. Well, okay, so then you went to Bubba
I went to Bubba Gump.
You went to Bubba Gump, you had a green tea shot, then you went and rode a roller coaster on the Santa Monica Pier,
Mm-hmm.
and then you presumably went to change
Yeah.
into your outfit and
Yeah.
your boots and your sleeveless Garth Brooks t-shirt.
Vintage.
Vintage. Yeah.
Vintage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you just came in like a wrecking ball.
I was
baby.
ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strutting in there. God damn.
With boots on?
I did post it on the I posted it on the gram, so I'm sure everyone that listens to the podcast probably saw that picture.
It's a great photo. Yeah. Thank you.
I know. I got some not great ones.
Yeah,
if
I
you're
know.
interested.
Let's not talk about those.
Okay, so that was the lead up getting you to Jumbo's. So that was quite the day.
Yeah.
And then to top it off with what I can only describe as, well, okay, here's the thing. I did some recordings while we were there.
Did you?
To kind of like map out the evening as best I could. And I
Mhm.
was really like kind of weirded out by it because the bathroom isn't like a private bathroom for the men. Obviously, you just go in and there's like a couple toilets.
Were you doing voice recordings in
So
the
I
bathroom?
was trying to, yeah. So anyway, here's the first one. So we're at Jumbo's, and I don't think I've ever seen Coral more happy, ever. There's no chance she's ever been this happy before. And I'm pretty sure she's going to get married here, or at least, like, I don't know, retire here or something. If she ever leaves here, we'll see. Yeah, so that was the first one. So I snuck into the bathroom and I was like, I gotta record some voice memos, but then I was like all weirded out that somebody's gonna walk in and see me like talking into my phone. So anyway, I just wanted to like as I did a couple of these to try to like
Perfect.
describe how the evening was going. So
Okay.
so we got there and you were immediately like it was the sheer amount of joy, it, like watching. It was like you were having a transcendent experience. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think your feet ever touched the floor in there.
No, those boots were gliding, baby.
Yeah, baby. You were like, oh, you were just like floating through there. Tell us, what was your and I hate to make this all about Coral.
Well, Coral definitely had the experience.
She had the best experience
Yeah.
ever. Like Kenzie was like on cloud nine.
Mhm.
Lucas was enjoying it. Shay was enjoying. Everyone was like loving it
Yeah.
because it is that cool.
Yeah.
But you were just on another level.
Well, they just kept looking at me, and I was like, this eye contact, like, you're going to get me with that.
Yeah. What was your first impression when you walked into Jumbo's?
When I walked in, honestly, well, I was, speechless.
Couldn't be bothered to wait for us.
No. What did I do? I got my car, what's it called? Valet.
Yeah.
I was like, here's your $9. I'm going in. So, yeah, walking in, it is a lot bigger than I thought.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be like a little shack, but
Yeah.
that was like the perfect amount of space.
Yeah.
And the Russian lady, though, that works there, I don't think she likes me.
Yeah. No. I
Where's
don't think she likes
Jeff?
anybody.
Give me Jeff. I was like, whoa, where's my fucking table?
I couldn't understand a word she was saying, but
No,
whatever.
very cranky.
Yeah, so walking in, you're kind of like, oh, like, because it's like a dive, but it's like perfectly curated dive. Like, it's very comfortable feeling in there. It didn't feel like very predatory to me
No.
in any way, because it's kind of like, here's these women and they're the boss here, you know? And
Well,
they're
also,
doing
it's
the
a
show.
lesbian bar.
Oh
It
my
was
God, I
basically,
forgot.
yeah.
Yeah, there was like, at one point I counted like not including us, like 3 guys in there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It was like all ladies.
Yeah.
Just
Well, that's why that's why I didn't feel creepy, because I was like, why don't I feel like I wanted to feel a little bit more dirty?
Yeah.
And I looked around, I was like, nothing but fucking lesbian in here.
Yeah.
I was
They were just they were the ones all at the stage,
Mm-hmm.
sitting at the stage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sitting at the stage is pretty cool because like you're close,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
you're
I
like
kept-
in the splash zone.
you're in the splash zone for sure.
I almost learned that the hard way, getting kicked in my fucking head.
I know.
Yeah.
The whole time I was nervous that people were gonna get like kicked right in the head.
Yeah.
You know.
The big old stripper booth.
Anyway, let's play the next clip that I did.
I've been trying to put my finger on exactly what expression Coral is giving, and I can only describe it as a child that has tried barbecue for the very first time.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, it was like it's like you see those videos where kids are like they eat something, they're like, and then their faces go, oh,
Mhm.
what is this? That was like Coral. She was like
Yeah.
seeing Poontang for
The first
time.
yeah, the first time I went down on someone, I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
wait a minute.
Yeah, her eyes just like she was wearing sunglasses the whole time, but I could tell her eyes just kept getting bigger and
Mhm.
bigger. Yeah, it was pretty.
Well, that's why I
magical.
wore the glasses. I was like, I can't have fucking crazy eyes in here right now, because they're
Yeah.
going to be like, hey, get her out.
Well, get her out of here.
Somehow you're gonna get noticed by all the strippers.
Mhm.
Right? What? You had thoughts about the music though.
Yeah. So I did like how it was like all like rock and everything, but it's just some of the songs I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, they were almost all '90s songs.
Yeah.
but some of them were like a little like, I mean, presumably they wanted like longer songs.
Yeah.
So some of them meandered a little bit, and
Yeah.
some of them were like, I was like, what is this? But then some of them were hits.
Yeah, some of them were really
Sure.
good, but then I don't know. The ones I didn't like, that was just a pee break.
Yeah.
I was
Mhm.
like, I'll be back. Speaking of that bathroom,
Yeah.
smelled like I don't even need a drink. The bathroom, you just go in there, take a deep breath. All that chlorine and shit that's in there, it was insane.
That's not what the men's room smelled like.
Oh, what was that?
It smelled like straight up dookie.
Well,
Well, you were in there a lot.
I was in there a couple times to, record some stuff. There was one dancer, was it Lux?
hmm
The
Yeah.
one who was very theatrical?
someone compared her to Demi Moore, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm thinking about the other one who she would like peek out from the curtain, and then she was very,
yeah, that was not Lux.
she had the armband things on.
Oh, she was awesome.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was the one who did a little trick
Mhm.
that literally blew my mind.
What trick was that?
Well, here, play the next recording.
Coral, describe how you're feeling at this very moment.
I feel like that dollar bill's magical, man. Magical.
Can you describe the scene a little bit more of what you're discussing?
So I was sitting there having a beer, and she came over. One leg to my right, one leg to my left, and all of a sudden, dollar bill flying right in my face.
You sound, Coral sounds exactly like Matthew McConaughey in True Detective right now. Like the way she's talking, I don't know. I'm not mad at it.
To be honest, I wish you'd do it all the time.
I'll give you this. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
This lady, she doubled back on herself, put her butthole up in the air, balanced a dollar bill on it, and then
You think
shot
that
it into the air.
came from her butthole?
No,
No.
I don't think it came from either of those holes. I think it was a little sleight of
yeah.
hand situation.
She was the kind of performer who could have pulled that. Like,
Yeah, but
She
it
knew what she
was
was doing.
like, whoa, that was so cool.
Don't wait. You're telling me she did that with her mouth?
Yes,
Don't
she did
ruin
that-
the dream.
Oh, sorry.
sorry.
Which
Sorry.
I don't.
I don't know about that. I've been to some parties and I've seen some things before.
Yeah, I don't
They're
know.
capable.
Listen, I don't know. I'm sure. Who's to say?
She seemed like the skilled kind of person, but in the way that she was a little bit more of a performer and maybe less of a outputter.
Yeah.
Well, it does make sense. I don't think I looked at her face really during that moment, so she could have got me.
It's like
You couldn't see her face because she was doubled back over with her face was like in her crotch and her
God.
butt was in the air.
I'm gonna have to talk to Molly when she gets back about that trick.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. It was yeah, that was the moment where I was like, yas.
Mhm.
Jumbo's is back.
We're back, baby.
Here we go.
All right.
All right.
All right, let's hear the next recording.
Okay, I feel bad for men right now because I know that this must be really hard because they keep looking at you. I'm pretty sure she loves me.
Hey, that was a great song coming up.
I'm pretty sure she loves me.
Which you can't. Come on now. They were making some serious eye contact, and I feel like this is why. Like,
Oh, they had your number.
yeah.
They picked you out of the crowd. I mean,
Yeah.
you were basically peacocking in that shirt.
What do
and
you
that
mean?
outfit.
What do you mean?
It's peacocking. It's when you're all done up and you're like,
You had that
peacock.
BDE going on, you know?
Yeah, you had
Always.
yeah, strutting around, holding your belt buckle like you're some kind of rodeo.
I was
champ.
doing that for y'all.
Oh, that was for us.
Right. How many recordings do we have left? One or two?
Two.
Two?
I think it's two.
Okay, let's play the next one.
Oh, wow. That's what we came here for. Coral.
Some girl just asked me told me that her mom picks out her songs.
But she put cheeks on the ceiling.
Yeah, do you see that fog?
Cheeks on the ceiling.
So that's what we were waiting for. Is this? This is the thing that people don't understand about jumbos, and we always say it, and even you were laughing at it when I was saying, you know, these ladies are like Olympians. They're like athletes, and you're like, yeah,
Mhm.
but you don't understand until you see them actually. Like this one lady, towards the end of the night, was up there, and she was flat against the ceiling with the pole between her legs, with her butt cheeks pressed against the
The
ceiling.
blonde?
Yeah, it
The
was
short, yeah.
insane. I was telling who was I telling yesterday about it? I was telling Scott.
Mhm.
There was at one point there was a lady that just had the pole like in the crook of her arm,
Mhm.
and that was the only, and she was straight up and then just like walking.
That was Demi
That-
Moore. That was Lux.
Yeah, like
That's
it's
the one.
insane.
I wanted to punch her in the stomach.
Oh,
What?
she was abbed up.
Abbed up
Yeah.
like a motherfucker,
She
and I was like,
ripped.
damn.
Yeah.
God.
That's what I'm saying. The whole time, anytime they pulled out some like weird trick like that, I was just thinking like, man, I wonder they have like if they have like a practice times during the day,
Mhm.
like they can come in and like work the stage because their movements were so.
They know exactly how much stage there is.
Yeah,
And how to get across it in a certain amount of time. It's
like
amazing.
yeah, like they have to practice on that stage. So I wonder what that situation is like.
Yeah,
in
you can't
there.
just raw dog that.
no
Like,
way.
come on.
Yeah.
There was one performer, the blonde with the curly hair,
Mm-hmm.
who, once her set started, did not stand up and walk anywhere. She didn't take a step anywhere. It was like contortion into like movement that got her all around the stage like 2 or 3 times per
Mhm.
dance. She did not stand up at any point and take a step. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Good for her.
Yeah. I wonder, I was trying to think, like, I wonder how much these ladies make in a night. I mean, probably a lot.
Yeah, and that was like Wednesday, I would think would be like kind of a
It's pretty
slower.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it did pick up because what was it, like midnight when we were heading out?
Yeah.
I
It got pretty
yeah,
packed in there. Yeah.
popping, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably pretty busy from like 12 to 2, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably not people's like first stop. But,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. When we were there, like, and it was kind of dead, it had like a cool vibe. There was a couple like kind of trashy dudes there, but
Yeah.
like the vibe was cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't ask me to come in the back.
I know.
Especially that one with that little that shiny jacket.
Yeah.
She came over and I was giving her money and we were having a conversation. She said, okay. I said, okay. She said, all right. I said, all right.
Yeah, I wonder what the dressing room situation's like.
It's smaller than this room.
Probably, yeah. I mean,
You could like see straight into it.
they
from
don't
where
need
we
a
were
lot
sitting.
of they don't need a lot of space for those outfits.
Well, I
Mm-mm.
don't think I want to see them under fluorescent lighting either. I'm like,
Really? They all
yeah.
look like supermodels. I thought,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we got one last recording.
Hey, Coral. You don't need another beer. These girls don't love you. Go home.
That was
Oh.
actually a call-in. Somebody called into
Yeah.
the podcast number
I-
and left that.
I thought that would have been a good idea. And Jesus, it wasn't. I need to work on myself. I'll figure it out.
No,
I'm
it
so
was
sorry.
it was a great idea.
It was a great idea.
Yeah, I think you should do that more.
Well, me and Kinsey, I was like, I'll get our first like 2 and then 2. And then I was like, I'll just get one more. And then I was like, I'm just going to get one more. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to get one more. And then I was like, oh my fucking God, what have I done?
Yeah, I was so worried about the whole drink minimum. But when we walked in, the guy was like, "Oh, you bought a table. You don't need to worry about that."
You did not tell me that. What the fuck? That's horrible.
Yeah, because there was like 8 of us there, and 3 of us don't drink, and there's a 2-drink minimum. So I told Coral and Shay that they had to take care of those. But when
you're
we walked in,
welcome.
the guy was like, "Oh no, you're good. It's fine."
You piece of shit. And you know, like I do not like drinking. It's like, but I give in to such peer pressure.
Yeah.
And once I start drinking, you can really convince me to do whatever. Like if you would have said to Coral, get on this fucking stage, I'd be like, oh, you're fucking right. I will.
See, I've been around a lot of different types of drunk people.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say between Coral and Shay that night, they're like pretty low on like the annoying level of drunk that I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you were fun.
Yeah, I don't think I'm annoying. I do think I'm loud, and I do not like that laugh you heard right there. I do not like that.
Oh, that's your normal laugh.
That's whenever I find something really funny.
Yeah, I hear you do that all the time.
For who?
For me.
Hear that humble brag?
Wow.
What? I'm just saying.
It's more of like that was funny. Okay.
So that was our Jumbo's trip. I heard that you already have like a double date scheduled to go with Shay.
Oh yeah, where was I when we I guess I do. Yay, Shay! I can't wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a great
You
time.
and Molly, Shay, and Andrea. Like that's the kind of place where I kind of felt like halfway through it, I was like, kind of wish Molly was here. She'd be loving this.
Oh, she would have had a great time. It would have been even worse though. Just trying to control myself. And then leaving another message and be like, where's Molly? Don't lose Molly.
I also do feel like probably 8 people is the biggest group that they can accommodate there.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
yeah.
if there had been more people, it would have been a little much.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And because I guess these little tables are like 4 tops.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Can we talk about that woman?
which one?
The one that just threw money in the air and was so annoyed about
Yeah.
it every time.
Okay, so pretty much every dance, there was this lady who looked like Phyllis from The Office, kind of.
But with like darker features.
Yeah, and she would walk over to the stage like with a wad of ones,
like fat stacks.
and she would just like be like, "Huh," and then just like huck them and
Mhm.
make it rain on the dancer. But we were determining that she was a plant
Yeah.
because we saw dancers giving her money to do that.
Really?
So they'd like probably take a draw out on what they were going to make that night and then have her throw it on the stage
Yeah.
to encourage other people to throw money.
That's
also.
a job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hire me. I would have made it look more fun. You got the worst person. She was like disgusted, like, God, throwing money
Here
in
we
the
go
air.
again.
Another
Yeah.
song. And I'm like,
She wasn't very excited about it. Like she could have easily just been like, "Here, you do it."
no,
I mean,
yeah.
She was good at like it fell perfectly every time for the
Mm.
most part.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was fun. I was being very frugal with my
Mhm.
dollars. I was doing 1 per dancer unless it was a situation or like cheeks on the ceiling. You
Yeah.
know? I just wanted to make it last.
I did not do that.
I know you didn't.
Once they started crawling to me, I was like, oh, fuck, where's my money?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, my Jeep's paid off. I was like, do you want a car?
I like bringing people there.
Yeah.
I could hang there again
Yeah.
for an evening.
It doesn't have, I mean,
Brunch, you
a
know.
couple times
Yeah.
a year, maybe at most, but
Yeah.
like looking at back history, it's not something I missed.
Yeah. We had somebody on, I guess yesterday
Mhm.
that was like asking us what time Jumbo's closes. Oh, that was Saturday.
Oh, yeah, Mark.
Yeah. So we're already encouraging other people to go there
Yeah.
for the first time.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you'll have fun, you know, try it out.
Yeah. Don't be scared. There's nothing to
Mm-mm.
be
Be
scared
scared.
of there.
They'll
you
take
know?
real good care of you there.
Yeah, it's a little intimidating on the outside for sure,
Mhm.
but it's like pretty chill.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You
I
bought
was going to say, like, it also doesn't feel forced if performers come up and talk to you.
Yeah,
Like some
totally.
strip clubs.
Mhm.
Oh, right, like they're not trying to like rob you or anything.
Yeah.
You bought some merch too.
I did, yeah. I bought
You bought me a hat.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I honestly, I was like, I couldn't remember if, Drunk Coral was trying to remember if you had a shirt or a hat. And I was like, he's bald now. He probably wants a hat.
Oh wow, shaved head is different than bald, Coral. Thank you.
So you're not cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I have a vintage shirt,
Mm-hmm.
turns out.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I had some hats, but I don't know where they are.
Well, now you have one.
Now that I have another one. Now.
It was weird though, because I was like asking the bartender, I was like, "Do you have merch?" And so she got the guy, and he was like, "I'm gonna take you guys to the office."
Yeah.
You took us to a liquor closet, and I
Yeah.
was like, okay.
You and Kenzie disappeared for a second. Did you go outside and smoke cigarettes?
No, I went to go get your hat.
Oh.
That's where I was.
Oh.
I was like, "Please take me to the back," and he was like, "No, the office is this way." I was like, "I don't want to be in this closet."
Huh. All right. Well, that was our Jumbo's conclusion of our 3-episode arc of going to Jumbo's Clown Room. What an adventure it was, and more to come. But let's get down to more important business. Now that we're over that, we're still on the cinematic journey. Us and you. It's happening.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
All right,
Because you watched.
We'll go first.
2.
Oh, we did watch 2 movies that we were required to watch per you. So the last time we discussed this, we had watched New Poon and Twilight 1. We have since watched Eclipse. So we'll talk about that first. So all right, so we watched Twilight Eclipse. It was.
Get it
I
out.
don't want to say anything I don't want to shit on something that you love.
No shit.
But thank you. I thought it was pretty boring, honestly. Like I thought they could have condensed the amount of story into like an episode of television.
Okay.
But instead it went on for quite a while.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I kind of have completely forgotten what happened. Okay. Oh, no. I remember now.
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle. Which you get to like find out more about the Volturi and how they're like they're doing some snaky shit.
Yeah, and we find out some more backstory about the Cullens. And
is it Jasper?
Yes, Jasper. Which I will say them giving him that accent in the middle
Choices
out of nowhere.
Choices were made.
He was like, actually, I was in the burp.
I'm Colonel.
from Louisville, Texas. Did Eclipse come out after, like before? Sorry, was the book not written by the time the first movie?
No, they
came
were
out?
all written.
Yeah, they were all.
They were all written.
Yeah.
It's choices.
Yeah. They switched the actor for Victoria to
Mhm.
Bryce Dallas Howard, which
Yeah.
she was like unrecognizable for the most part. I had a hard time even seeing Bryce Dallas Howard in her because I think she was pretty young at the time.
She was super young.
Probably 20 something, I would imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, she's only in her 40s now, I think.
She's in her 40s?
Maybe she's in her 30s.
I think she's in her 30s.
I don't know. Let's look that up. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
But I wanted to like it.
Okay.
I didn't outright hate it, but towards the end, I was just like bored.
So that's your least favorite right now. That's fine.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess
Oh god.
the first one is the first one is bad, but it was at least like laughably bad.
Yeah.
The second one was better because there was more going on. The third one was slow.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
And some things happened inexplicably that were confusing, like the vampires shattering.
Yeah,
Really confused the shit out of me.
Yeah, all of a
And-
sudden they were like ripping the limbs off the other vampires, and they were turning to like glass or some shit.
And does that have something to do with blood? Like, wasn't there like one line about because they don't have blood, the longer they don't have blood in their tissue or something?
I don't know. The thing about Twilight is they like rewrote all of the like vampire rules, which is whatever. But then they don't explain to us the rules besides the like sparkly skin. So like there's no stakes through the heart.
Did they not show that though with James in the first one?
Not really.
Well,
No, they tear him
no,
apart,
they light him on
but
fire.
it kind of all happens off camera.
Yeah, it's off camera.
Yeah, in that, I think the whole thing is we have to light them on fire.
Yeah. They're supposed to, like, in order to, like, actually get rid of them, you have to rip their head off and then light the body on fire.
And there was no vampire killing in New Poon.
No Mupoon?
No.
No?
So,
Wait.
right?
Damn it. I should have rewatched these two just
I
for
gotta-
fun.
because
I don't think there was
New
any.
Moon was all about what's his name?
Victoria just runs around.
Oh, they did killed LaRon.
Oh, they did kill LaRon.
But I don't
and
even remember how that happened.
The wolves caught him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was
they're
off
not-
camera too.
And they're not setting shit on fire.
Yeah.
Well, it was no. I guess they didn't kill the vampires in with the Volturi whenever they're in what is it, Italy or something, and they doing those like human tours,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just slaughter them in there.
Yeah.
I wish they would have shown.
That was all off camera too.
I know.
They were living real safe. Bryce Dallas Howard just turned 42.
Okay.
So she's old.
Whoa.
All right, so we watched Eclipse, and now we've got 2 Breaking Dawns to
Yeah.
watch.
I will say it gives really real in these last 2. The last 2 are the best.
Yeah. All right. I'll take your word for it. In addition
Mhm.
to watching these movies for you, we also watched Mean Girls, the
Ooh.
musical.
Ooh, tell me.
I'll let Joe go first.
Uh-huh.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. It wasn't anything. I wasn't too surprised by any one thing.
What did you say to me is at the very end? You turned to me and you said, "Well, that was a movie."
I did?
Yeah. Because it wasn't bad, but it wasn't
bad.
good. It was just whatever.
Yeah, and
You felt nothing?
Okay,
well, okay. It didn't like rewrite itself
Mhm.
enough to surprise in any real way.
Yeah.
And I think my favorite part was Moana.
Yeah.
Her
The girl who plays Janice was Moana.
Oh, and really?
Yeah,
and I
she
think
played
her
Moana.
voice is the best. And I was just pleasantly surprised to see like basically a Disney princess being such a
Punk rocker.
lesbian bitch.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the things I'll say. I really liked the music in the movie. Surprisingly, like, I am a musical fan.
You'd
but
you'd rather be me.
What?
That was a little big number at the end.
whatever. I enjoyed the music, and I thought that Miss Renee Rapp was the worst singer in the whole movie.
What?
Yeah.
What did you what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you what?
I
What
thought
the fuck is this?
Janice was the best for sure.
Uh-huh.
And then I guess the girl from Spider-Man
Katie?
who played Katie Heron.
She was from Spider-Man?
Yeah, remember she played Betsy in Spider-Man. She's the one who makes out with Ned on the plane.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's blonde in that
I
one.
said that to you while we were watching.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah, she's in all of the Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
What do you mean you said it to him while you were watching?
While we were watching,
Were
I
you just
said-
not next to him?
I said it to
Oh, I
him.
was like, you sent it?
Whoa.
Sorry, I'm a
Chill.
little mad.
I know.
I'm so
then-
mad right
so
now.
then so Janice, then Spider-Man girl, then the gay guy,
And then
Mhm.
Jenna Fisher.
Jenna Fisher. She actually didn't sing, but she's on the list for sure. And then Megan the Stallion, right?
Megan's cameo was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lindsay Lohan. She didn't sing either, but she's on there. And then Tim Meadows, Tina Fey.
Oh no.
I'm gonna flip this fucking table.
And then Renee Rapp is somewhere.
You're
at
just
the
being
bottom.
nasty at this point and cruel.
No, I actually, my honest opinion is
Mhm.
that I thought Renee Rapp was the worst singer in the movie.
Have you help me, Joe?
I don't think she was the worst in the movie. She was not my favorite.
Mm.
But I also, having watched her in other things, don't think she was directed very well in the movie.
No, and it felt like to me like everyone else like was like performing these songs, like the Janice. I want to say Ian, but I don't know her name. But like the Janice.
Janice Ian is right. I
No,
think.
it was
Isn't it?
Imi or something. They changed it to a whole.
Oh,
name in the
gotcha.
movie. But her character felt like musical theater, and every time Renee Rapp sang, it was like
Effortless?
It felt really produced.
I will say that it did for someone who comes from musical theater. There was some disconnect between her. It is as if she didn't get the direction she needed to bridge theater and
Mhm.
film.
She was like
There
doing
was
music
some
videos
weird,
every time.
Yeah, there was
You
something
know,
weird about that.
Renee, I know you're listening to this. Don't let these men get you down, honey.
I love Renee Rapp. I just I don't think this was for someone who like
Oh, you know who's a better singer than Renee Rapp in this movie too?
Uh-oh.
Is the stupid one, the one who's stupid. What's her
Keep
name?
doing that with your finger.
She's like, well, this is her singing. She does the song with the sexy rat song.
Mm-hmm. You been a singer? Yeah.
She was the Amanda Seyfried character.
Oh, Sexy Mouse?
Sexy Mouse, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a
I
crazy
was
scene,
like,
though.
Sexy Rats.
That was a good scene. But her boobs were huge.
Huge.
And you know what else? Renee Rapp's numbers
Mhm.
didn't feel fully developed.
Yeah, like she
On
can't
screen.
like she can't dance or something, and they were like,
Or,
just stand here.
Like when they're walking around the party, I could not tell what that was supposed to be when she's
Yeah.
trying to hook up with Aaron.
Yeah. It's like her, like, like gaslighting him.
Right, but the visual of the thing didn't translate for me. I couldn't figure out
It was
what.
just them two. Time had stopped.
It was just weird. It was a weird.
For him, though, to be able to stand that still and have her that close to your face, holy fucking
Without
hell.
cringing.
Oh,
while she's
no,
singing.
no. Don't do that.
No.
Now, what about the cat when they finally introduce her and she's in the cafeteria?
I thought that was great. I thought she really like commanded. Her command in
Mhm.
like all of her scenes was excellent. There was just something with the music.
I'd do any
aspects.
command. Any command.
I didn't realize she was so thick.
Oh my
Oh, she's
God.
thick.
Just.
She was thick.
I like it. Love it. Just come on.
I guess the thing I didn't like about the movie, like
Mhm.
I really enjoyed all the musical aspects of it and some of the callback stuff, but then all of the dialogue in between the music was just
Mhm.
like the exact same as
Yeah.
the movie, which
Yeah.
I understand because it's a musical version of the movie and not like a remake.
hmm
But I don't know
What was the one thing you liked the most about it? What's the one thing that surprised you the most?
about the movie.
Yeah.
What did I don't know.
For me, it was the fact that they put Tina Fey and Tim Meadows together as a
Oh, that's
couple.
right. They made them a couple. I know.
Well,
That
the
moment
first
was like
one-
great.
Yeah. Then the first one, though, they have that like chemistry. He's like really into her.
Really?
They had
Yeah.
great chemistry, but they didn't like. They
That
made
was
the leap
fun.
this time, and that was fun.
It was
That
interesting that
surprise
they
for me.
wrote out the fathers.
No fathers,
Yeah.
not a single father.
I know that life.
Yeah.
That's probably why I love the movie so much. God, I am just.
I'm not shitting on your movie, and I'm not shitting on Renee Rapp's better assets. I just
Mm.
think her singing voice isn't one of them.
Maybe I should rewatch the movie and not think with my dick because I think that was a big part of it. But no, do you not like any? What about her other songs?
I've
The
never
ones that
heard
I've
any of
added
them.
on the playlist.
You haven't, but
I listen to Poison. You're gonna be
I
like,
haven't
damn.
listened to any of her other songs.
I'm
to
gonna
be
send them
fair.
to you. You have to listen to one.
I'll listen to one.
If I have to
That's
listen to
fine.
all that pop goes punk shit, you're
What?
gonna listen.
Wow.
Whoa!
Wow. So yeah, that's where we're at with our movie journey. But
Mhm.
so why don't you fill us in on where you're at? The last we talked, you had just watched Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah. So I watched Tokyo Drift.
Three Fast, Three Furious.
Three Fast, Three Furious. So you wanted to talk about how Edward was grooming Bella and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
DK and Tokyo Drift is doing the same shit.
Drift King.
Yeah.
You're talking about the white kid from that moves to Japan,
Yeah.
or
So
the other. Drift
do you
King?
want me to tell everybody what Tokyo Drift is?
Yeah.
An Alabama boy moves to fucking Tokyo,
Yeah.
immediately gets in trouble, and the
Yeah.
movie ends.
He gets sent to Tokyo because he got into some
Because he was racing
highfalutin racing.
through a construction,
Construction.
a development. Remember, that's the one with
Yeah.
the guy from Home Improvement.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's not. He keeps getting arrested like every week. Now.
Oh, really?
Like
Aw.
DUIs and shit.
Oh.
Because he lost that race.
Yeah, I know. And then his girlfriend in the movie, I forget who plays her, but she's not anyone of. Sorry,
Yeah.
she's not a big actress or anything, but she
Mm-mm.
follows us.
Oh,
And
really?
comments on stuff, and every time I'm like, oh, Tokyo Drift. Anyway, so he gets sent to Tokyo and
Mhm.
to live with his father, who's like in the military or
Who is
something.
gross, by the way. So he was like, I thought you were going to be here the 8th. And he was like, it is. And he was like, oh, yeah, we're 2 days behind. I'm like, so you didn't pick up your kid 2 days ago? And you have your prostitute in here, sir? And then he was like, you can get the room. And I'm like, Dad, I don't want to sit on that dirty fucking bed. Ew. It just, and first of all, these kids are in high school. High school.
Yeah.
And I was like, I went back and I rechecked. He was like, I'm 17. I'm like, what is happening? How, like, maybe Tokyo's different with their children, but I had a curfew, damn it. And like, where are you getting the money for these cars?
Yeah. Well, it's drugs.
What drugs?
I don't know.
See, that's the thing is like there's no drugs in Tokyo Drift. I can't even remember what they're mad
They're
about.
stolen. Usually, it's stolen cars.
Stolen cars. Yeah. I mean, they were still trying to figure out like what
it
the
is.
series was.
I don't think they ever did drugs.
Yeah.
No.
If I
So
remember, I don't know that the series ever goes there.
Lucas Black, who plays whatever his character's name is, the
Tokyo Drift.
main character in Tokyo Drift. What is his character?
Something dumb.
Sean Boswell.
Okay.
He's actually older than me. He's a year older than I am.
Oh.
So he was
Oh.
24 when he played that. But to my point, I looked it up in Mean Girls. Every single character was 26 or older.
Every single actor.
Every single actor in Mean Girls was 26 or older.
What?
I'm just saying.
I'm
It's-
just saying.
It's a
God.
common occurrence. Anyway,
Anyway,
continue.
I got a lot to Tokyo Drift was the worst one for me.
Yeah,
It
which
was-
is surprising because a lot of people say it's their favorite one.
Yeah, and I thought that I've seen it, and there was a lot that I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Maybe I just watched clips, and it was like, "That's enough for me."
Yeah.
But okay, so this girl grew up with DK, and
Mhm.
his uncle adopted, and now you're like fucking your
Oh,
adopted sister or your
yeah.
cousin.
Well, they're bad people. They're all yakuza.
No, those are gross people.
Yeah, exactly.
Why does this Asian or the Japanese gangster care about high school drama? And his
Yeah.
nephew's not even in high school.
Well, that's the problem.
He's like, we'll settle this with a race. Loser leaves town. And I'm like, what? What do you mean?
You're gonna send this 17-year-old out of Tokyo,
But he can't go
Fend on
anywhere.
his own?
His dad has to like give him permission, right? Like, what do you? Yeah,
Yeah,
the dad is just a hard ass to the whole thing. My rules, my house.
yeah.
And then he's like, I got to do this, daddy. And he's like, go ahead, son. Like,
But we also meet Lil Bow Wow, Twinkie.
just selling fucking shoes. Like, he was
Yeah.
also a bad friend.
He has
Yeah.
the Hulk car.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it was all right, but I thought he was a bad friend.
Yeah. Well, the biggest the point. The biggest part of this movie,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't go back to any of these characters really for like 9 more movies. But the biggest thing to come out of this movie is Han,
Yeah,
the
when
character of Han.
yeah, he died. I was like, that I don't like that part.
Yeah.
So I think I just should have watched that part.
Yeah.
And then the end when Vin Diesel shows back up.
Yeah, he shows
That's
up at the
the
very
only
end.
part of Tokyo Drift
He
you
shows
need.
up. What does he say at the very end?
Nice ride, right? American Muscle.
I can't remember. But
It was
so
something dumb.
much later, they
Uh-huh.
go back to all of this.
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting how they like rewrite some of this shit.
All
But,
right.
Okay, so you watched Tokyo Drift, Bango Bango.
That's
and
it.
then you moved on to
The fourth one.
Fast and Furious.
Yes. Fast and Furious. That one, okay, Letty dies
Yeah.
very quickly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, that also doesn't feel right. So if she comes back, does she come back? You see her again?
I'm not gonna say.
Damn it. Okay. It just felt pretty weird.
Yeah.
Gal Gadot is
Gal
in it.
Gadot?
Yeah. I hated her character.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because she's a bad one in this one.
Yeah. She looked like her head was so big
Yeah.
and the rest of her was itty bitty.
She was
like
working
a
for
sucker.
for Braga, right?
Yeah.
The Mexican drug lord.
Which, okay, so why were they secretive about who he was? And he's there the whole
Mhm.
time. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
So, okay, let me just refresh my memory. So,
Uh-huh.
in the 4th movie, at the beginning, Letty is like working for the FBI.
Yeah,
right?
she's going to clear his name.
And she is doing this drug runs or whatever for the Mexican drug cartel.
Mm-hmm.
She gets killed, then everyone has to like go to Mexico to like do the drug run for her or something.
No, it was what they were, because, yeah, they killed her because she was going to like do some like snitch or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And now they're doing another run and they
Okay.
need new drivers. And then
Yeah.
why is it always a fucking audition? Like, does this happen and I just don't like, is this a real thing?
Well, they were still taking it kind of seriously
Mhm.
when the 4th movie was around.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it still feel like the 4th movie has all of these tropes in it still,
Mhm.
but it's like they didn't know or were just pretending
Yeah.
like it was. But then the rest of the movies, the tropes are still in there, but they
Uh-huh.
lean into them harder, and it like
Yeah,
somehow works
way
better.
harder.
Also, why the fuck is Brian back in the FBI? Why did they let him back?
Was he in the FBI in the first one, or wasn't he like
He was
in the LAPD?
Also, he
LAPD
got
the
a
first one, I think.
promotion.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
But wait, okay, so the second movie he goes to jail because of the first movie, right? And that's where he meets. Doesn't he break out of jail or something?
No.
He knows them in the second movie.
Yeah.
They're like
Oh.
old friends.
But he gets him out of jail, right?
No, his friend with the ankle bracelet?
Yeah.
See, I know more than you now.
Roman,
Wow.
Roman.
Yeah, so Roman is under house arrest. That's why his trailer's so close to the Derby.
Uh-huh.
And so he wants Ryan needs a partner.
Yeah.
And he picked Roman. Was it Roland? Roman to be his other rider, and that clears his name, not Brian's name. Brian's fine. He just quit.
Mm.
He resigned, whatever. Which I feel like if you're an officer and you let the bad guy go, don't you get in trouble? And also, why do you get a promotion to the FBI?
The fourth movie is before. There's no Ludacris isn't in it.
Mm-mm.
The Rock hasn't shown up yet. Roman, I forget his name. He isn't in it. But Han is in it. Tyrese, yeah, he's not in the fourth movie. Han is in the fourth movie.
Yeah. That's when he's like, I've heard Tokyo's got some wild things going. And I was like, don't go.
Don't go yet.
Don't go.
We still
Don't
need
go,
you.
Han.
Okay, so did you watch the fifth movie yet?
Not yet.
Oh,
Fifth
I
is
know.
where it,
That's tonight.
where it pops
Oh,
off.
great.
yeah.
See, now you want to talk shit about Twilight 1 through 3,
I know,
and I'm
I
like,
know.
I just watched 4 terrible movies.
They're not terrible. There's worse movies out there.
Well, if I like the 5th, I'm being real about it. I'll let you know. But this one, the Tokyo Drift and this 4th one were not it.
So, I would somewhat agree with you. Okay, when I saw Tokyo Drift, I saw it in the theater, and it was like so good. I was like kind of blown away by
Mhm.
it, for whatever reason. But I saw it in 2006 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see the fourth movie in the theater, but then I kind of heard about through the grapevine. I was like, I want to check out this fifth movie. It looks crazy because they bring all the characters back.
Okay.
And it's and from there on, you're like, oh, it kind of like it like cleanses the sins of like all the older movies, kind of, right? Like once you start looking at it as a whole, by the time you get to like 9 and 10, and you start going back to all these other things, you kind of forgive the fact that they're not great movies.
Yeah,
you'll get there. Trust me.
Sure. Oh my God, what was it? There were so many scenes of just girls making out in this one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you upset?
Oh my
about
God, I'm
that?
so sorry.
A little bit. I'm trying to watch the fucking cars. I'm here for the plot of the story, and they just keep showing me this. It just they weren't. Ugh. And those girls that were making out, that was their first time they've ever kissed a girl, and I was like, this is just uncomfortable.
Well, I think that's a perfect transition to go into a little segment we like to call Coral's Corner.
Okay, so I want to talk about what I watched. It was Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have you watched it yet?
No.
Have you seen the cartoon version?
That's the one where they're all blue skinned and they are on.
He is asking to get hit so many times during this.
I think I've watched maybe half of the first season.
I've
Okay.
never seen any of it. I don't know anything about it.
You didn't see the movie by M. Night Shyamalan?
I recently just rewatched the trailer. It looked pretty good.
The M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Okay.
That hands down is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
Well, all right. Take
Like,
that, Tokyo Drift.
If I ever seen M. Night Shyamalan, it's on. But so yeah, I watched the first like 3 episodes. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm a little confused and just I'm trying to not think and compare it too much, which, I feel like I've had good practice watching Fast and Furious, to be honest, where it's like, don't go on it with a negative mind.
Yeah.
But I'm struggling. I am so struggling. The whole like look of it, I think looks really great, but the story, I'm trying to also remember that they filmed this like 4 years ago, I think.
Really?
Yeah, so because it was a whole like secret, their auditions, and they didn't know what movie they were going to be in. I think we talked about
We
that.
did. One of the guys who is older thought that he was signing on for the next Avatar movie.
Oh,
He
no.
didn't know it was Avatar: The Last Airbender because Netflix kept it so secret
Oh no.
that they didn't know what the projects were. Probably not unlike Madam Web.
Yeah, right.
Sony's movie
Congratulations,
slate.
Sydney Sweeney. You're in the MCU. JK.
You want to be in a Spider-Man movie? Not this one.
God.
Yeah, I haven't really. I don't have any sort of attachment to it whatsoever, and I don't really have much desire to see it. But so therefore I haven't really noticed much of the reviews or anything. But from what I have seen, it's been tepid. Tepid reviews, right? It's like whatever.
Yeah, lukewarm.
Yeah, I'm like somewhere in the middle. I'm like the third episode is probably the worst.
Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to rush everything because in the story there's like different or the series there's different like chapters. And so when something happens, they're focusing on what's happening right there. But they have brought like from different episodes 3 or 4 other things. And so a dozen things are happening at fucking once and it doesn't make sense. And I'm like, Netflix, I'm fucking coming for you guys.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the series, do they like jump through time a little bit? Like they'll do something and then they'll go back in a different episode, but that whole episode is like back, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to, I think also, if I remember, the animated series is 30-minute episodes.
I think maybe, yeah.
And I think then the series is like an hour, so they're like
Yeah.
restructuring to try and cram it all in there.
The intro was awesome though.
Yeah.
Until it wasn't. Like the beginning of the intro, I was like, oh, this is about to fucking slap. I was like, I was yeeting. I was being trill about
yeeting?
I was being trill about it, you know?
Oh.
Yeah, no cap.
Did
But
it
then,
eat?
yeah. But then towards the end of the intro, I was like, the fuck is happening? What is this? God, I have so many things that I want to talk about, but you haven't seen it.
Has Korra shown up yet?
Who?
Korra?
Korra? Are you kidding me? She's the next Avatar. So that's like generations later. God.
But that's why you like it, right? Is
Okay.
Korra?
I do like The Legend of Korra better than the first one.
Yeah.
But then because I actually never like watched it. I thought I did, and then Molly was like, "Look at this," and it was great. But I am pissed off at Nickelodeon, because apparently Korra and Asami get together, and there was like a kiss scene, and Nickelodeon cut it because they
I heard about that.
hate the gays.
'Cause they hate the gays. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're supposed to next year release like a Zuko and Korra movie and all that. If this movie doesn't start with them getting married, where it's on. Shots are being
they've got an
fired.
entire like adult cut of.
Oh, it's
no.
gross. It's gross. I was like, okay, who did this and thought this? A man did that.
Did you watch? One Piece?
No, that's too much.
Yeah.
That's too gay for me.
I heard,
No, I mean like the live action version on Netflix.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I heard good things about that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I just figured. I heard some good things about that too. I just figured for whatever reason maybe they figured out this whole like live action thing that they're doing. I don't know.
I think my guess is that they're writing Avatar for a different audience than it originally was. For one thing, all the Avatar fans have grown up, and they're trying to come at it from a different way. Would be my
When
guess.
was this originally?
Avatar came out?
Like 2001.
15, 20 years ago?
Yeah.
Really?
2001,
Yeah.
3 maybe. But I don't get, like, I understand, like, doing a live action, and we're all adults now, but it's like, just do the same thing.
It's
Like, we don't.
2005.
Oh, fuck, I was so
2005.
close.
Yeah, 20 years.
But I don't want you to add more shit. Just remake it like that, and we're cool. We're chilling.
Yeah.
Are the original creatives attached also still?
I think the Michael D. Neo something. I think he is.
Michael Dante DiMartino.
Oh yeah, I said
That's
that
so
word
many
for word.
Ds.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it says based on the animated series by story by teleplay by.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So there's that.
I also hate talking about this because it makes me feel so fucking gay. And this is the gayest thing about me.
Hey, you can like think. Oh, this is the case thing.
This
We just
is-
went
You
to-
literally
Sorry,
eat
let
pussy.
me cue the track. Let me cue the track up.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I watched that. That's what I got for my corner.
All right. Well, this has been Coral's Corner.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get around watching that one.
Don't
watch.
do that.
We're gonna watch Constellation next. I think
Mhm.
that's that Nomi Rapace.
Where do you stand on Nomi Rapace?
You know her?
What's No Me Replace?
She was the original Dragon Tattoo, like the Swedish one.
Oh.
And she was in Alien
Covenant?
No. Not Covenant.
No.
Oh, Prometheus. She was in Prometheus.
I liked her. The girl with the dragon back tattoo.
The original.
No.
The Swedish one. Swedish?
Yeah.
With James Bond in it, right?
No.
No.
Oh,
Before that.
Then I don't know who that is.
What else has she been in?
No,
She's one of those people who was she in Sherlock Holmes? That might have been like her first American thing, if I remember. Guy Pearce's.
She
see.
pops up every now and then.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
No?
Naomi ain't for me.
No?
No.
Look at that. You don't like that?
No. I love
No?
that you just see there's a woman in black and white. You like that? You like yeah?
I know it. I know your type now. It's like kind of mousy.
What do you mean my type?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
That's not. I don't think.
Well, I mean,
It's Naomi.
and Renee Rapp doesn't quite. Fall
Are you
into
calling
that.
Molly mousy?
No,
Molly.
she doesn't listen to this.
Oh, she does. Yeah, she has some notes
Oh,
for
They
y'all
listen
about it.
to it together while Coral takes naps in the bathtub.
While they
Mhm.
scissor in the bathtub.
We both can't fit in that bathtub. We have tried.
Anyway, we're gonna watch Constellation. It looks really good. It's on Apple Plus.
Mhm.
It's a TV show. It's your tale as old as time, where like an astronaut comes back to the planet and something's come with them. That kind of thing.
Okay.
So it looks kind of cool. We just finished watching True Detective, the most recent season,
So
which
good.
totally concluded in it was good.
Yeah. What are you gonna do now?
Well, Constellation.
Your purpose.
And I got 2 fucking Twilight movies to watch still.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna take forever.
Oh, I did finally watch House of Usher or Fall of Usher.
Oh,
I liked it.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did you finish the whole thing?
Yeah.
I think I only have 2 more episodes left.
Mhm.
The
Do they cover the Super Bowl halftime show in that?
Yeah.
No.
No, I thought you were being an ass. What does that mean?
Sure. It took me a minute to catch up to what you were trying to.
Oh, so
Do
you were
wanna-
being
do-
an
wait,
ass.
Wait. Do you want to try that again?
Yeah. Oh, so you just watched Fall of the House of Usher?
Yeah.
Do they cover the Super Bowl halftime show in that?
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Wow.
You're
Wow.
hilarious.
Thank you.
God.
That's your real laugh.
Yeah. Anyways, so watching it, I was a little at the beginning. I was like, no, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't adding up, but I think that's because the Haunting of Hill House
Yeah.
was
Mhm.
so phenomenal. And if I don't think you've watched it yet.
I have not. I think I watched the first couple episodes or the
Mhm.
first episode or something, and then it just got away from me, and these guys watched it.
Well, I don't know.
If I recall, we watched one episode.
Mhm.
By the second jump scare, Jeff said, "Not for me," and,
Pussy, man.
and did not come back to it.
I don't get. Listen, it's not that jump scares. I don't enjoy a jump scare.
Mhm.
I don't enjoy that feeling.
What do you? I don't. That doesn't make sense. You're you're a creeper. You try to
I do
go
like
behind.
I like giving jump scares.
Oh, I
sure.
bet you do. Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't go to haunted houses because
Uh-huh.
I don't like that feeling of like, like startled.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like
Okay.
that.
Wow. So Molly is like the biggest chicken, I think, when it
Yeah.
comes to movies like that, and she sat through it and was fine.
Yeah.
I think you just need to grow up.
I don't think I was scared. I think I just didn't like it.
You're scared.
No, Jeff doesn't necessarily like even a lot of A24 movies. A24 horror movies are
Yeah.
kind of hit or miss with you.
Yeah,
There's
not because they're
something-
scary. I just don't like them.
Yeah, he doesn't
Like Men. I hated that movie.
You don't like a horror movie. How do I say this? You don't like a horror movie that's designed to leave
Feeling.
not feeling, but like to analyze things. What it to be?
Oh, yeah.
To be.
I want a slasher.
Yeah.
Slash
Yeah.
me, daddy.
The screams are great. Friday the 13th. I think you'd go see again. Thanksgiving. But like if it's a commentary horror,
Mhm.
it's hit or miss with Jeff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's
Mhm.
fine. Are you going to watch the Friday 13th series that's coming out?
Brian Fuller?
Who?
You just said slasher.
Brian Fuller.
I didn't know there was a series coming out.
Yeah.
He's been filming it for like
Really?
6 months.
It's
check-
A24, isn't it?
I'll check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It is A24, which is actually the weird
Weird.
thing.
yeah.
for
That.
me.
Yeah.
Weird.
But
Huh.
Yeah.
I'll check it out. Why not?
Well.
you will check it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
Just FYI.
There it is.
Wow. All right. Well, on that note, we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.